Every time someone says AI wrote this, there's a hidden question nobody asks. Who made sure it didn't completely fall apart? Because behind the polished answers, clean summaries, and instant intelligence we see today, there is a massive workforce that almost no one talks about. A workforce that doesn't show up in product demos, doesn't appear in investor pitches, doesn't get mentioned in keynote speeches. They are not the engineers building AI. They are the humans quietly fixing it. Welcome to the ghost work economy, the invisible labor force behind the illusion of perfect AI, the illusion of fully autonomous AI. Modern AI is often presented as something close to magic. It writes code, it answers questions, it generates images, it summarizes entire documents. It behaves like an intelligent system working on its own. To the average user, it feels autonomous. But in reality, AI systems are not self-sufficient. They are trained on human data corrected by human feedback, monitored by human reviewers, filtered by human safety systems, continuously adjusted by human intervention. The autonomy is layered on top of an enormous human support structure, and most of that structure is deliberately invisible. What is ghost work? Ghost work is the hidden labor that makes AI systems appear intelligent and reliable. It includes tasks like labeling training data, reviewing AI outputs, flagging unsafe content, correcting model mistakes, ranking responses for quality annotating images, text, and audio. It is repetitive, detailed, and often emotionally draining work, and it is essential, because without it, AI systems would not behave consistently enough to be usable at scale. Ghost workers are not optional. They are foundational, but they remain largely invisible to end users. The human layer behind machine learning AI models do not learn in isolation. Before a model ever responds to a user, it is shaped by thousands, sometimes millions, of human decisions. People decide what counts as good output, what counts as harmful content, what examples are used for training, how mistakes are corrected, how responses are ranked. This means every intelligent response is indirectly shaped by human judgment. Even when AI appears neutral, it reflects layers of human interpretation underneath. Ghost workers are part of that interpretive layer. They define the boundaries of machine behavior. Why big tech depends on invisible labor? The scale of modern AI is enormous. Training and maintaining systems requires constant data refinement, real-time feedback loops, continuous evaluation of outputs, large-scale moderation systems. Automation alone cannot handle this complexity, so companies rely on distributed human labor networks, often through outsourcing platforms, contractor systems, third-party labeling companies, global gig worker marketplaces. This allows tech companies to scale AI development rapidly while keeping operational costs flexible. But it also creates a structural imbalance. The people essential to AI systems are often the least visible and least recognized. The scale problem. Nobody talks about. The more advanced AI becomes, the more human labor it actually requires. This seems contradictory, but it's true. Because more data equals more labeling, more users equals more moderation, more complexity equals more edge cases, more deployment equals more oversight. AI does not eliminate human involvement. It redistributes it into less visible forms. So instead of replacing human labor, AI often hides human labor inside the system. The result is a paradox. The more autonomous AI appears, the more human support it needs behind the scenes. The psychological cost of ghost work. Ghost work is not just invisible, it is also mentally demanding. Workers often deal with repetitive tasks with little variation exposure to disturbing or sensitive content, tight deadlines, and low pay structures, lack of long-term job security, minimal recognition or career progression. And because the work is fragmented across platforms and contractors, there is often little sense of ownership or belonging. You are not building a product. You are cleaning, correcting, and training something you may never fully see. That creates a unique form of labor invisibility, being essential but not acknowledged. The myth of fully automated intelligence. One of the biggest misconceptions in the AI industry is that systems are becoming fully self-sufficient. In reality, AI depends on human feedback loops, continuous retraining, supervised evaluation, manual correction systems. Even the most advanced models rely heavily on reinforcement signals derived from human preferences. This means AI is not replacing human intelligence. It is compressing it into hidden infrastructure. And ghost workers are part of that infrastructure. They are the bridge between raw machine output and usable intelligence. The global ghost workforce. One of the defining features of ghost work is its global distribution. Tasks are often performed by workers across South Asia, Southeast Asia, Africa, Eastern Europe, Latin America. This global network allows companies to operate at massive scale while keeping costs low, but it also means the labor is fragmented across time zones, platforms, and contractual systems. There is no central office, no unified workforce identity, just millions of micro-tasks completed in isolation, individually small, collectively massive. Why the system is designed this way. Ghost work exists not by accident, but by design constraints. AI companies need scalability, flexibility, speed, cost efficiency. Traditional employment models are too slow and rigid for rapid AI iteration cycles. So companies rely on distributed labor systems that can scale up, instantly handle global demand, adapt quickly to changing needs. But this efficiency comes at a cost. Visibility disappears. And when labor becomes invisible, it becomes easier to undervalue. The feedback loop between humans and machines. AI systems improve through feedback. That feedback often comes from ghost workers who rank outputs, correct errors, label edge cases, refine datasets. This creates a continuous loop. Human evaluation to AI adjustment to new outputs to more human evaluation. So even as AI improves, it remains deeply dependent on human judgment. The system is not replacing human intelligence. It is amplifying it while hiding it inside the pipeline. The economic tension beneath AI growth. There is a growing tension at the heart of the AI economy. On the surface, AI is seen as automation. AI is seen as cost reduction. AI is seen as labor replacement. But underneath, new forms of human labor are expanding. Hidden workforce ecosystems are growing demand for data. Work is increasing. This creates a contradiction. AI is marketed as reducing human labor, while simultaneously generating massive new categories of hidden labor. The invisible dependency problem. One of the most overlooked risks in AI systems is dependency invisibility. When users interact with AI, they assume the system is self-contained, the responses are purely machine-generated, no human labor is involved. But in reality, the system depends on human-reviewed datasets, curated training examples, ongoing human corrections, moderation layers. This creates a fragile perception gap. The system feels autonomous, but it is structurally dependent, and if those hidden layers were removed, performance would degrade rapidly. The future of ghost work. As AI systems become more advanced, ghost work will not disappear. It will evolve, likely into more specialized annotation roles, higher-level AI supervision tasks, complex evaluation frameworks, safety and alignment monitoring, human-in-the-loop correction systems. In other words, less visible but more critical. The paradox is that AI progress does not eliminate this labor. It increases its importance, because more powerful systems require more precise control. The trust problem AI companies rarely discuss. As AI continues to scale, the question is not whether human labor disappears, but whether it becomes even more hidden inside the systems we call automatic. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Do you think AI is becoming truly autonomous, or just hiding the human labor behind better interfaces? Let's talk in the comments.
The system isn't as simple as it seems, and this is only one piece of the puzzle. Let's uncover the next one.